पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Straight away, takes him on, will be another, is another immediate impact from Tim Pringle. And look at that smile, and why not?
He's been bowling the second over of every game so far for the Dutch today with two left-handers. Comes in a little bit later in the bowling lineup and strikes first ball, and the Dutch have needed it. Bangladesh off to a good start. Now, 2 wickets in 2 overs. Dutch are well and truly back in this contest.
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी, जिसमें है ब्राउन और व्हाइट शुगर और कैरामल की खास मिठास। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर।
They're only one of 2 players that have played every single edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Shakib Al Hassan, Tim Pringle, the son of former New Zealand cricketer Chris Pringle. Himself has played in some 14 test matches for the Black Caps. First delivery, you just question the choice, the decision. And from Shanto, haven't seen him before, taking on the fielder against the wind. Not the right option.
Ready, lads, ready 50. Gotcha.
And just a single. And Dul, how has that mood changed now that they've gotten another one?
Yeah, it's certainly changed quite a lot, actually. They're a little bit more upbeat. The drinks got run out after that second wicket that fell, and they just needed it again. I said after that first one, they were desperate for that first wicket. Cricket runs in the veins of Tim Pringle, of course. Played a lot with his father, Chris. Played 60-odd one-day internationals as well for New Zealand. Selling real estate, but I'm sure he's watching back home now and watching his son perform his art. He's going at just over 5.5 in his ODI, in his T20 career so far, Tim Pringle. He's been really impressive. He was impressive through the early stages of the tournament as well. He's such a big part of this Dutch side now. It's that left-arm spin, such a great height. It's a little bit of turn. He's not a big turner of the ball, Samuel, but he's very, very accurate. And that bounce, I think, is going to play a big role in every match for the Netherlands through this tournament. Bounce in Australia for spinners is one of the keys. Quick single off the last ball. Good work from Pringle. Back in that one up. End of the 7th over here at the Bellerive Oval in Hobart. 51 for 2.
बेचे तो अब सबको लगेंगी, क्योंकि मैकडॉनल्ड्स लाया नया हॉट एंड क्रिस्पी बर्गर। क्रिकेट है तो लेज है।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Let your house glow with WeatherCoat Glow 365. Berger Paints. Trusted worldwide.
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
Love a wrist spinner. And starts with a googly, Dirk Niles.
It was highly fancied. Coming back tight too, but well run, well judged. Future star of the Dutch team. Works hard in the nets. Him and his brother often seen seemingly for 8 hours down in nets bowling to each other. Dali got some thoughts on Sharice.
Yeah, you've just had a bit of a chat about him as well, and just talking to Ryan Campbell about him and his brother Musa, of course, who's played at the top order for the Netherlands. Probably more top spinners and wrong-ins than you will see leg spinners from him, so whether there's something you'll see in his action, Sammy, about why that might be, but his better delivery is genuinely the wrong-in or the top spinner. Very accurate, obviously come through the system, trains the house down apparently as well, so they love him as part of the team, and it's great to see him get an opportunity.
He seemed to be quite uncomplicated in his action. Shiraz Ahmed, very high release point as well. Nice and relaxed approach with more top spin than anything else. So needs to put a little more revolutions on that ball. So get that wrist coming over a little bit more. Back leg where you get all the energy onto that ball. Bowling, not trying to bowl too fast and not skidding it off. Always some nerves and trepidation as you play your first game in international cricket, but the young man so far has acquitted himself quite nicely. Sensible batting, that's what's needed from these two. Get back to you after this over. Tom Cooper mentioned in an interview in the lead up to this game that if Netherlands go ahead and win this game, it wouldn't be an upset because the gulf between teams, particularly at the lower echelons, have dwindled. Teams are much more competitive at this level, aren't they? 8 overs, 157 for 2.
अरे हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर कब रन करेगा?
बाबा आप बताएं।
इंश्योर किए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
टपाल दानेदार, दे बेहतरीन रंग, खुशबू और जायका, तो फिर चलती रहे तुम, मैं और एक कप चाय। टपाल दानेदार।
Van back on to bowl. His highlight so far, the Netherlands a little bit wayward early. Uncharacteristic. They've been so good in the power plays in previous games. Yet today, guilty of being both sides of the wicket. Some wonderful aggressive stroke play by both openers. Until that, the first wicket. And then very quickly, his partner follows. And the Dutch find themselves back in this arm wrestle of a contest. Well picked up. Didn't get all of it. Look back at the power plays of the Dutch bowling efforts across this tournament. None for 36 against Sri Lanka, 3 for 33 Namibia, none for 31 against the UAE. It's been their strong suit, so to speak. Logan van Beek Only played the one game so far, 2 overs in the Sri Lanka game. Played again, squeezing that down to third man.
Dooley, what about the atmosphere down where you are?
Yeah, rugged up, I can tell you that much. But there are some Bangladesh fans. I think everywhere you go around the world, Bangladesh fans seem to find their way to the ground. They bring a bit of noise, they bring a little bit of atmosphere to the ground, that is for sure. It's one of the things I really look forward to with this tournament. They've been allowed the drums, they've been instruments into the ground, which is really nice. I think it just does add a little bit to the atmosphere, even though we've got a fairly miserable cold day. Should be out hard into the surface from Logan van Beek. And the Netherlands have picked up another one. This is a really good spell of bowling from the Netherlands and Pringle, and they are right back in this game, gents.
Yeah, absolutely. And that length, once again, hard length into the surface, hitting high up on the bat, and just spooning that catch really to the fielder. Simple for Tom Cooper. And another one, yes, that's what it means to him. Really back into this contest. Another wicket falls for Bangladesh. Liton Das has to depart. And 60 for...
पेश है नया Gillette Blue 3 Flexi, अब सुपर लॉक पैक में।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जनून के नाम।
वर्ल्ड कप है तो तमाशा तो पूरा पाकिस्तान देखेगा।
आज ही मंथली मैक्स सब्सक्राइब करो और तमाशा ऐप पर लाइव क्रिकेट देखो मस्त होके। तमाशा मस्त वॉच।
क्रिकेट है
तो लेज है।
अरे हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर कब रन करेगा?
बाबा आप बताएं।
इंश्योर किए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहां।
Has been a good fight back though. After that start, you could easily have dropped your shoulders and just go through the motions, but they've come back strongly. And again, the experience of having played some of the bigger nations during that busy summer.
They're finding their way back into the game through execution alone, starting to hit their lengths, hit their lines, but there's no doubting that the quality of Dutch cricket has improved over the cricket-heavy summer that they've had at home. Been blessed with some of the heavy hitters of world cricket coming on their shores, playing series against English, West Indies, Pakistan, New Zealand. And cricket is blossoming as a result. 9 gone, 63 for 3.
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी, जिसमें है ब्राउन और व्हाइट शुगर और कैरमल की खास मिठास। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहां।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जनून के नाम। और ये
डेटॉल सोप का जर्म डिफेंस प्रोटेक्ट करे 100 बीमारी फैलाने वाले जरासीम से और दे यकीनी हिफाजत।
In there, takes on the fielder. Brilliant. Wonderful catch from Bas de Leder. And look at the celebration from the young man, the youngest Dutch player on the field. And he stunned the crowd, silenced them.
His first World Cup wicket, and it is a massive wicket at that. Shakib Al Hussain trying to clear the square boundary. Caught in the deep. hitting with the breeze, but not getting enough of this ball, and rightfully elated. Well bowled, young man. And Shakib, fourth wicket to fall for 63. And we'll have a drink.
टपाल दानेदार दे बेहतरीन रंग खुशबू और जायका तो फिर चलती रहे तुम मैं और एक कप चाय टपाल दानेदार
शुक्रिया
To bring you a world-class journey, we dreamed higher. Qatar Airways, going places together.
अरे हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर कब रन करेगा?
बाबा आप बताएं।
इंश्योर किए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Let your house glow with WeatherCoat Glow 365. Berger Paints, trusted worldwide.
क्रिकेट है तो लेस है।
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते हैं, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
मिर्चें तो अब सबको लगेंगी क्योंकि मैकडॉनल्ड्स आया नया हॉट एंड क्रिस्पी बर्गर।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जनून के नाम।
क्रिकेट है
तो लेस है।
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते हैं, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Yasser in for Bangladesh. Remarkable from Shariz Ahmed. He'll need to do a repair job. Has some form. Has come into this tournament with some form. And someone who's playing his first day in international cricket picked up the wickets of a man who's been in this format closing in on 16 years. Shakib Al Hassan. Another similar type shot. This time, he absolutely nails it. Afif, much unlike his captain.
There is the lure of the shorter boundary square of the wicket here in Belrive. And playing that on length. Clean strike, just as this drizzle starts coming in here in Belrive. Coming in waves, it's been threatening for a long period. Not heavy rain. The Dutch aren't really interested in running off, just walking off the ground. It has been dark and dreary and moody here in Belrive all day, but the rain largely is held off.
Yeah, it has. This rainfall hopefully doesn't linger too long, not too heavy. And you can see just to the left of screen there, the Dutch fielders, as you mentioned, hurry to get off because it's very, very light and hope the way. But it's just a reset Yeah. And perhaps think about where they want to be at the end of 20 overs. Continuation then of this batting effort. A good start, 43. Opening partnership in between Shantu and Sumya, but since then they've been derailed. 70 for 4. And almost at the halfway stage. The bowling for Bangladesh, for Netherlands, beg your pardon, has been quite good post that 5 over mark. The wickets to fall.
And Mikarin hurrying up. The first ball of his second spell, that 6th over, and it really did start the rot. Ball hurrying on. Buster later taking the simplest of chances. And then first ball of the very next over. Tim Pringle's first ball of the game. Shinto playing across the line, again trying to access that shorter boundary. But this time into the breeze, didn't quite get all of it. An easy wicket, an easy catch in the end, Logan Van Beek. And then Van Beek taking the next one, almost identical to the first wicket of the game. And then the youngster and the big wicket. Shakib getting well caught in the deep by Bastaleda, taking a nice, smart catch right in front of the boundary. I think the Dutch would much rather be staying out there in this little period of rot for this Bangladesh batting effort. I think they'd be disappointed to come off the ground. The bowling was a little wayward early. Klassen and characteristically expensive, so too Bastaleda. Ackerman and Dev and Mikarin. 1 for 7. And the wickets spread around. And the coach, Ryan Cook, Misheries, rightfully with a smile on his face. Exceptional start to the tournament for him. 1.3 overs, taking a big wicket of this game. Whilst the umpires come out and have a look out in the middle, where the rain looks largely to have cleared.
Very experienced Tom Cooper. He has a lot of experience playing in these conditions.
We have this little break. Sammy Badgery caught up with Tom Cooper before this game.
Tom Cooper alongside me. Tom, first of all, thanks for your time. Into the Super 12s after what would have been a nervous few moments for you guys. What does it mean for the Netherlands team to be in this round?
Oh, it's absolutely huge. We, I guess, came here expecting to perform well and be in this stage, and like you said, there were a few nervous moments. So we thought we were home and hosed for a minute there halfway through that game. But then, yeah, it was an outstanding innings and definitely kept us on the edge of our seats late into the night.
Yeah, and your third World Cup and familiarity with conditions here in Australia means that you're an integral part of this team. What are your own aspirations as we get set for the Super 12s?
My role in the team is to score runs, so it's nice to be at some, I guess, traditional cricket grounds here. So hopefully we get some better batting conditions. Obviously, it was quite low scoring down in Geelong, so hopefully I can pull my finger out and start scoring some runs, because they've been few and far between the first three games.
Yeah, and just with that familiarity, what would you expect here in Hobart then in terms of conditions?
Oh, it's a beautiful place to play cricket. Generally, it's quite high scoring. I think as we saw through the group stage here, the scores were a lot higher than down in Geelong. So we're expecting another beautiful batting wicket here tonight, or this evening, and hopefully we can, I guess, score some runs if we bat first or chase them down later this evening.
Yeah, and a courageous effort from Roloff van der Moora in that last game, just hobbling on one foot and in agony. How much has that galvanized your team and inspired you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been spoken a lot about, and I guess that just sums up the group we've got at the moment. So I guess there was questions whether he was going to go out at all, and he sort of put that to bed pretty quickly and straight out to the middle. So to see him, I guess, take that big swing when he could barely pick up a bat before that, I guess just sums up the type of group and the feeling we've got at the moment.
Yeah, indomitable spirit. Thanks for your time, Tom.
No dramas. Thank you.
Be in action later on, will Tom Cooper. And, what target will they have to chase? Netherlands record in all ICC Men's T20 World Cups. They've won 7, lost 10 of their 18. The debut back in 2009. They've played in plenty of tournaments. The rain has eased off, which is nice. We just need a couple of batters, actually. That's all that we're short of. They've run off inside and maybe taken some gear off, but we've got them back now. Afif and Yasser. Way back up to the middle. We haven't lost any overs, which is a good thing. Dale Steyn, afternoon to you, and a nice fight back in the last half an hour, 35 minutes from the Netherlands.
Yeah, absolutely. They've started to hit their length a lot better. Cut down on all those extras that they were struggling with in the first couple overs, and since then we've just seen a collapse of wickets. A lot more pressure on Bangladesh, and they've reaped the rewards.
Yeah, the spinners have been good. Tim Pringle picking up 1 for 3 off his one. Charez is into his second, 1 for 13. Logan van Beek with a good hard length delivery as well to pick up his wicket. And Van Mechelen, as we've come to expect, has been exceptional. Seven-minute break is all we've had, so the rain has passed over the Bell Reeve Oval. Play to get underway again. Good start, slower, maybe just a little wrong in again.
Great start for the young man to pick up his first wicket, and a big one of Shakib too. He'll try and pick up another one now in the next few balls, hopefully.
You feel that these are the sort of games that Shakib, he needs to dominate, and just hasn't quite been able to do that as yet.
Yeah, and here's the wicket we were just talking about. Initially, I thought when I was watching it from the combox that he had enough on it, but that is just a great catch. People talk about baseball players taking good catches. These cricketers, you don't use a glove here. That's a wonderful catch. And Shakib being one of the more seasoned campaigners, you'd expect and hope for him to play a bigger role for Bangladesh in the World Cup.
Played off the back foot. Yeah, I think the two players, Logan van Beek or Buster Lady, you'd like it to go to if it was one of those, and it went to one of the right men. Halfway through, 72 for 4.
क्रिकेट है
तो लेज है।
अरे हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर कब रन करेगा?
बाबा आप बताएं।
इंश्योर किए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
सेफगार्ड से नहाना
First 5 overs, 29 for 4 in the next 5. So all sorts of trouble, courtesy of some good bowling and some good fielding. Seen some wonderful catches throughout the ICC Men's T20 World Cup so far. And this one, I don't know, Dale Steyn, you've seen a couple. Is that the pick of them?
It's a Superman dive, Glenn Phillips. That is an amazing catch. And a great feeling too when you're off the air, or off the ground, and you're full in the air, and you're hoping that you're going to get there and it sticks. You can just feel it hits the hand and it just sticks, and Glenn would have loved that. It was a wonderful catch.
Nicely driven. Oh, good work as well, Buster Leader again. I can't say I've ever had that feeling.
I mean, they used to make us practice it, you know. That's the only time I think I ever felt it was when I was catching the tennis balls. Other than that, it's always looking after my body and hiding somewhere.
Lad has just grabbed his back there, lower hip maybe. Hopefully everything is okay. Just struggling a touch. They need him with bat and with ball. He's been crucial in round one. Seem to have gone to that back of a length well, and maybe even some cross seam.
Yeah, it seems to have been the theme through the tournament so far. I watched in Perth, back of a length seemed really difficult. Last night again in Melbourne, and again here tonight. It's just these Australian wickets. If you can hit that hard length, hit the splice of the bat, force players to hit you back over the head, it's been very, very difficult. Holland have picked up on it a bit more. Netherlands have picked up on it a little bit late, but since they've started doing that, have picked up a couple wickets.
It's been fine, but field placing very good for that genuine edge. And this is a good illustration of it, that length, that hard length that you're looking for.
Yeah, that's it. You're not going to get a wicket every ball, but if you bowl enough balls in that area, the batters eventually feel forced to do something different. You see both of those shots hit high on the bat, and then eventually you get those wickets.
Yeah, and I don't want to keep going back to it, but I think the shot of the tournament so far came in last night's game, the second to last ball of the Harris-Ralph over. That was back of length. It was hard length, and Virat Kohli just managed to hit it down the ground for six. As a bowler, I was watching that thinking, that's a good delivery.
It's just feeling the power of 90,000 people in that shot. That's the difference right there.
Good short ball. Really good short ball.
Very good bouncer, this. I'd like to see a couple more from the quick, so I haven't seen too many. But that's a good bouncer.
Yeah, backing up that little stat, that conversation. If they go fuller than 6 metres, they're going at 10.5 and over. Whoa, when they go full, low and straight, playing a miss, and Van Meckeren has now equalled Pettersela for the most wickets for the Netherlands. He's got another, and he's been on fire today.
That is an amazing delivery. Bounce of the ball before, batter's feet stuck in the crease. He goes nice and full. It's not the perfect Yorker, but it's full enough and quick enough. And he gets straight through defences and he hits those pegs. What a delivery.
Yeah, brilliant celebrations aplenty. They've been so good in the 6 overs, or the last 6 overs in particular. Yasir goes for just 3, and Bangladesh now 76 for 5.
पेश है नया जिलेट ब्लू 3 फ्लेक्सी अब सुपर लॉक बैक में
Free food is all.
To download McDonald's app.
पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान, सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
Olivia Moisturizing Cleansing Milk Lotion मेरी स्किन को रखे healthy, moisturized and beautiful. Olivia, शुक्रिया।
ये हुई ना बात, आगे बढ़ो, खुल के बैंकिंग करो। बैंक अल्फा, the way forward.
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Logan van Beek is back, a little inside edge this time, so Netherlands are all over Bangladesh here at the moment.
Here's the wicket again. Brilliant delivery. You just love seeing those pegs go all over the place. And light up the bails, they fly all over. They followed up that bouncer that he bowled the previous ball with that fuller one. It's a great old bowler's trick, that.
Yeah, decent pace as well for Meckeren. He's been up in the early to mid 140s in the tournament so far. Just finish off, and when they've gone fuller, the seamers, they're going at just 7 and over. No, sorry, fuller. They've gone at 10.5. Shorter, they've gone at 7 and over. So the back of a length has proved the key. But when you do go full, go quick and full and straight.
Yeah, that's slightly different. That's a wicket-taking delivery, as we talk about. So if that went for runs, the captain would have been fine with that. As we see, straight back into that hard length. And sometimes you take the risk of looking for a wicket, and that's exactly what he did there. He would have said to his captain, I'm thinking about going full and straight. He's got a protection. He's got the man up back at a deep square leg.
Yeah, just confirmation that he's on joint top with Peter Selar. 77 matches for the former skipper. He retired back in the summer this year. This one's another opportunity, is it? No, just short. For deep backward square. He sort of got his way through the one-day games against England. Might have only played one of those one-day games, I think, Peter Selar, before retiring back in July this year. It was great to see England touring the Netherlands. Great crowds coming across as well. It was a wonderful weekend. Some incredible batting from an England point of view in those games, but it was good for the Dutch as well. 498 in one of those one-day internationals. They'll feel for the bowlers.
No, it's tough to be a bowler, but on a day like today, once the bowlers have figured it out, it looks like it's difficult for the batters. There's a little bit of overhead, a little bit of rain. It's cold. See the Bangladesh guys, they're sitting in their dugout, blankets on. Uncomfortable environment today.
A good tidy over from Logan van Beek.
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था। ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स, इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
टपाल दानेदार, दे बेहतरीन रंग, खुशबू और जायका, तो फिर चलती रहे तुम, मैं और एक कप चाय। टपाल दानेदार।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
Pringle's back. Start with a single and brilliance from Van Meeker and Dalestein.
Yeah, we spoke about it. There's the bumper, and then a quicker Yorker. Not exactly there, but the batter's feet in the crease, and that's all you need.
Yeah, ruffle some feathers and then rip one through. Just clipped a little bit of pad and then crashed into those stumps. In good form throughout the first round, or round one, and then they've brought that into today as well. 3 overs, 2 for 11.
You go forward.
Clever. Not quick, the outfield. It should just be the 3. Well,
You want 2? Yeah.
what have they got to come? Mainly the bowlers. Mossadegh, of course, and then Tuscan, who can wield the willow. Down to Mustafizur and Hassan in at 11. So these two have to do a lot of the work. Try and get... what we saw with Pakistan last night, they worked their way, found a way. Shan Masood's good innings and managed to get to that 160 mark, maybe 140, 145.
Yeah, you just never know. You need a couple of runs on the board, a couple of wickets, and all of a sudden, once you've got a couple of runs, you can create some pressure, lose a couple of wickets. Bangladesh, they need a few more.
And just the one boundary in the last 8 overs for Bangladesh, and that was the 6 away over the mid-wicket area. Left hand have from 43 without loss after 5, almost 13 now. A bit slower this time, won't carry to show boundary. Cricket.
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर. Let your house glow with Weather Code Glow 365. Berger Paints. Trusted worldwide.
देवकात से नहाना,
दूर भगाना.
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी. कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहां.
Either. Fred Clarkson. Tall left arm is back. Couple of overs, slightly expensive up front. In good voice have Bangladesh and Netherlands fans. Sprinkling in the ground today. Quite a cool morning and early afternoon here in Hobart. Always bring noise and colour, do the Bangladesh fans, that is for sure. Change of angle for Clarkson, but he doesn't get away with that.
Yeah, we're just looking at his field over here. He's got mid-on and mid-off up. Tells you the story of what length he wants to bowl. So he's bowling the right length, just a little down leg side on that particular ball.
He's out towards that deep backward square. Can pick up a couple. No, I actually like the fact too, Dale, he's bowling at the moment with an extra man inside the circle.
Yeah, they're looking for wickets. They sniff a little bit of blood, as they say. And as we say that, we see the man getting pushed out to cow corner now. Just probably feeling the bowler feeling now. Clarkson feeling that there could be a big shot coming.
Pace off. They might push for 2 here as well. I think they should get it comfortably. Good running. Nicely in behind that one throughout the World Cup. We're taking you through to magic moments. This one from 2014. Hong Kong beating Bangladesh.
Extra cover. Gone all the way for 6. Hong Kong have won. Yes. What a performance.
Was Hasib Ajmad winning hit for 6 to get Hong Kong over Bangladesh at Chattogram in the first round. Netherlands looking to upset Bangladesh here.
We love an upset at World Cups, don't we?
Not perfectly timed at all, so just the one decent over of 8 runs, 94 for 5.
जो दोस्तों में हमेशा कुछ खास देखते हैं।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
Bangladesh just trying to rebuild a little bit here after a bad period of play, a very good period for the Netherlands. Campbell involved in the setup of the Netherlands team. And swept fine. This might be the first boundary in some time. It is.
Bangladesh first boundary in quite a while now, and that's a good shot. Nice little left. Beats the man down at backward square. But just drifting onto the leg side a little bit, and Afif playing a good sweep shot there.
Goes again. He gets enough of it out over mid-wicket for 6 this time, back-to-back. 4 and then a 6 for Afif.
100 up for Bangladesh, and this is exactly what they want. A 4 followed by a 6. Afif hitting that one into the wind. Beautiful slog sweep, coming down and meeting the ball on the bounce. Just putting the Netherlands under a little bit of pressure this over. It's a great start for them. That 6 going for 75 metres.
That's good size boundary out that way as well, and into the wind, as you said, Dale. They'll get plenty of it. 63 to Logan van Beek, and cleared him, of course. Slows it up a little bit. Enough overs to go at 10 and over and get that score up around that 160 mark as well.
Yeah, the average score, yeah, they say on this particular wicket, the one that we're on today, is about 166. The ones they played on previously have been slightly less than that, just under 140. So Bangladesh will be eyeing at 150 plus.
Bowler's end was an opportunity. If he'd let it go straight away, Max O'Dowd, I think it was a chance at the bowler's end.
It's nothing worse than that. Dooley diving and the fielder hasn't thrown the ball. You land, you hurt yourself. All for nothing.
Push for 2 again here, but I don't think they'll take it on. No, they will not. So decent over again.
To bring you a world-class journey, we dreamed higher. Qatar Airways, going places together.
अरे हमारा मिडिल ऑर्डर कब रन करेगा?
बाबा आप बताएं।
इंश्योर किए भरपूर जिंदगी जिए।
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते हैं, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
थम सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जनून के नाम।
Loving the bake. back into the attack. Prior to this game, it only bowled 2 overs so far in the tournament against the UAE. Quite expensive in those 2 overs as well. Going for 19 in a low-scoring affair. Showing some good discipline with the ball so today. Being miserly. And more of that going into this last period where the Dutch have done well after Bangladesh got off to such a good start. He reined it back in through a mixture of dot balls and a good period there where they took 4 for 20 across 4 overs. The end of the power play and the first few overs thereafter. So often you see when a batsman backs out, they make a big deal of it, don't they, once they just duck away, just pull away a little. You're going to try and... As a bowler, you're always frustrated with a batsman pulling out. You just feel like you're going through the effort of a ball. You've mentally set your mind to what you're going to do, and then the batsman pulls out. You feel like they're just balking on you. Batsmen have got every right, though, to do so.
Not hit it at all. Safely held. Oh no, he dropped it. Pringle. 40 held on to it there for a minute. He should have. Too easy.
He didn't quite come in far enough. He set himself to take this ball. Covered some reasonable distance, and then there you just see him reaching out at the last minute. Just didn't quite get into the right position and had a few grabs. One you should take. Came a long way in. You just see there at the last minute, reaching out to the left. In an ideal world, you want to be well set underneath the ball. Whether you take that with the hands down or hands up, you want to take it somewhere near the middle of your body. Here he just found himself stretching out at the last minute. Bowled again. And bait now. It's 1 for 11 off. 1 ball to go in his third. Would have loved to have taken a second wicket. Just a cross seamer trying to go away from the left-hander.
well, दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी, जिसमें है ब्राउन और व्हाइट शुगर और कैरामल की खास मिठास। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
सके ना जो बने वो तूफान, आजा बने वो तूफान। सारा खून पसीना और ये जान जुनून के नाम।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
.47 for 1 and then losing 4 wickets for 59 in the middle overs and hoping to make up some ground in the final phase, Bangladesh. It's a decent enough start. It fell away. Pakistan has scored 3 Test match half centuries, all against the West Indian team. So it's a testament to his ability with the bat, even in the shortest
format. It's a capable, more than capable batter. Just still the strike over for 1. Samuel Batteries here with some analysis.
And looking at the spin of Shariz, and the best players of spin usually look at the wrist position when you're batting these types of bowlers. On the left, the googly, the back of the palm facing the batsman, as compared to on the right, the leg spin, the back of the palm facing the bowler. And these are the sort of cues that good players of spin take on board to be successful. And as he plays more international cricket, footage like these will be deconstructed, and he'll have to find a way in which to continue to evolve and be successful, because everyone will be looking at what he does and be looking at ways to counter what he's bringing to offer. So a little bit in terms of that and the way he grips the ball, and you see someone like Rashid Khan, he has so many different varieties of the same type of ball, so different varieties of googlies, but a good start for the young man on the big stage.
A young player, just 19 years of age, always learning. Himself a lot of room there, and the Yorker was honing in. But good decision not.
Well, Baltic really jamming in that Yorker. Great control over this Yorker. Almost perfect in the way he nails it. Good, confident Yorker.
Well before. Good pick.
To bring you a world-class journey, we dreamed higher. Qatar Airways, going places together.
मॉडल वाले बालों के लिए मॉडल वाला शैम्पू. For hair fall, Pantene is my choice.
इसमें है fermented rice water और प्रोविटामिन फॉर्मूला जो सिर्फ 14 दिन में हेयर फॉल कम करे. Pantene.
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते हैं, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते हैं. इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से. पॉलिसी मैच्योर होने पर क्लेम्स की बर वक्त अदायगी बहुत आसान, इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से.
Well, straight down the throat of fine leg. This man has a knack of taking wickets, Buster Lader.
Yeah, it's a big sort of component of this ground. He can't bear to watch. You can see how far the fielder is off the boundary, because that's a really deep pocket. And it's, I think, slightly into the wind. The wind will be keeping that further within play. So a low percentage shot. And the man posted down there. Nurul Hassan goes for 13, 120 for 6.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ, जो गिराएगा धूल, मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार.
हम ना कुछ गलत बताते हैं ना छुपाते हैं, वही कहते हैं जो निभाते हैं. इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से.
ये हुई ना बात. आगे बढ़ो, खुल के बैंकिंग करो. बैंक अल्फा, the way forward.
Free food is on.
तो डाउनलोड
McDonald's app.
Badly lined. How often have we said that about one or two of the seamers today? Van Meekeren the exception.
There have been moments of brilliance, but then too often just being both sides of the wicket. It's his 8th wicket so far in the tournament. And often taking wickets have bowled an LB, bowling nice, full and straight. This time down fine leg.
Top strike. More than useful at this stage of the innings, Mustarek is saying.
Nice change of pace. Slow ball down into the pitch. Asking the batsman to get into this breeze. It is quite a stiff breeze coming from the east. It's not the longest boundary in the world out square, but asking the batsman to hit a slower paced ball is quite some challenge.
Three deep leg side fielders, fine leg, deep backward square, and the man at mid-wicket, mid-on and mid-off in position. Won't be pitching up too much, I wouldn't assume. Taken. Or dropped. No, he's taken it. Very, very good take from Edwards. 9 wickets to Baz, the leader in the tournament.
Again, not his best delivery. But he had a field set for short pitch bowling. Could have hit that anywhere. In the end, poor execution with the bat. But the Dutch now take their 7th wicket. The set batsman, Hif Hussain, has to go. It's 129 for 7.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल, मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार।
हमारे पैनल पे मौजूद पाकिस्तान के कई मेयारी हॉस्पिटल्स आपके लिए बेशुमार बीमारियों का बेहतरीन इलाज मुमकिन बना रहे हैं। इसीलिए इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ जुबली लाइफ से।
आपको चाहिए हार्पिक 10X मैक्स क्लीन। इसका खास गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला कमोड पे ठहर के दे तेजाब के मुकाबले 10 गुना बेहतर सफाई, मिटाए पीलापन और करे जरासीम का भी खात्मा।
Free food is on. To download McDonald's app.
Terrific. Mustarek again.
It's a terrific strike. Field up on the offside. Knowing that he wants to target that region, going straight over that short cover. Well balanced, well composed. Larson so far today has been uncharacteristically expensive by his standards. These last 10 balls are going to have such a huge impact on this game. The Dutch have found these middling chasers sometimes quite difficult. Going to take some brave batting against quality spin. In these last 10 balls, you need to try and keep this total as low as possible. And one more falls. That's going to help. I think it's one of the Dutch best fielders, Logan van Beek.
Timing of a jump was very good. He was travelling, he held his ground, then went. We saw Basteleda take one down on the boundary a little bit earlier, where he also timed his jump magnificently. 8 down now. Taskin goes without scoring. 1-3-4 for 8.
सेफगार्ड से नहाना
वर्ल्ड कप है तो तमाशा तो पूरा पाकिस्तान देखेगा। आज ही मंथली मैक्स सब्सक्राइब करो और तमाशा ऐप पर लाइव क्रिकेट देखो मस्त होके। तमाशा मस्त वॉच।
थैंक यू उन दोस्तों के लिए जो दोस्तों में हमेशा कुछ खास देखते हैं।
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
Hassan Mahmood. What's your feeling? What's your feeling as we look at these wickets fall and the timing of the jump again? What's your feeling of something around 140, 145 if they get there? How can the dust chase?
I think the change that they need from previous games just need a little bit more runs out of the middle order. We've seen up the top, Vikram Singh, so Dowd. Been good at the top. Wonderful shot of that previous dismissal. I think it's the middle order. They just need to be a little bit brave, particularly against they're coming in this next group stage. Well bowled again. 19 Bond.
Olivia Moisturizing Cleansing Milk Lotion मेरी स्किन को रखे healthy, moisturized and beautiful. Olivia, शुक्रिया.
Let your house glow with WeatherCoat Glow 365. Berger Paints. Trusted worldwide.
दोस्ती की इसी मिठास के लिए बना है कैंडी, जिसमें है ब्राउन और व्हाइट शुगर और कैरमल की खास मिठास। कैंडी में वो खास मिठास है जो किसी और में कहाँ।
हमारा रहबर सबसे बेहतर।
Strike, deep mid wicket again, deep square, fine leg, deep third and a deep point. Not much room if you pitch it up. Doesn't pitch it up, hits it out to mid wicket. Good effort from Logan van Beek again.
Came in hard off the boundary. Just couldn't quite get there. Just dropping fractionally short. One of those catches where you could either really have a go and risk the half volley and risk 4, or stand back and get it. He took the brave move. Surprisingly, still remained just a dot ball. Coming back to the Dutch batting, I think speaking with Dan Christian, who's in as a consultant, we've been talking about trying to really drive the innings and not get caught down playing dots or just watch here after this, hitting it out in the deep, not bothering to run, and each run we can.
Nice strike. Very nice strike. All the way for 6. A handy effort, 16 from 9. Yes, that's it. For Musadek.
This is a remarkable stroke. Wasn't a terrible ball, but big six down into that pocket.
Couldn't hold on to that. Always going to be difficult for Tom Cooper.
Tom Cooper normally so efficient with his catching. This was the previous ball. And then trying to back it up with the same stroke. Going just as high. Tom Cooper making some good ground. Normally so good at his catching. Yeah, the hardest when you're looking over your shoulder like he is there. Hardest to judge. Got close. Instead it's a 2. Another dot ball.
Clears the infield again, and they come back for 2, and they'll get there. So who knows how handy these runs here at the end. 20 from 12 for Musadek. Bangladesh finish at 144 for 8.